live. Okay, we're live. I'm gonna play music. I'm gonna play some
incredible
Big Turk. It should have been Big Turk. Honestly, I'm already regretting not using Big Turk. There's the music. Hopefully, my voice isn't echoey anymore, but I'm sure it's not because I'm a computer genius and I went into the mainframe of my computer and fixed it.
I guess Reno's not really a Big Turk. He's kind of like
he's like a little bit twinky. Jesus. I don't know what kind of show.
Middle Turk, isn't he?
I don't know what kind of show you think this is, Leafblade. We don't call little dudes Twinkie, all right? You're gonna be publicly chastised on the pre-show right now.
It's the pre. No one watches this part. They skip to the.
Okay, good. Well, he is a slighter build of the Turks.
He's lean.
He's lean. Yeah, he's cutting always, and he doesn't do bulking.
Reno's all natty.
What's our Twitch called? Twitch TV. It's not the Lifestream. It's Lifestream Defo. I did it. I typed the wrong one.
Our branding isn't strong enough. Yes, Goose, you are late. We've been streaming for 1 minute and 30 seconds now, and you only just showed up.
Yeah, late. Thanks for calling yourself out in chat, Goose. We arrived exactly when we wanted to.
It's okay, Goose. We still love you.
Leafblade in the chat.
Unprecedented.
Leafblade in the
Who would have
chat.
thought?
No, he showed up. Hype. Leafblade hype.
He made it.
Wait, so we have like massive dead game problems right now.
Oh yeah. Oh,
We've got Tuesday. Wait, Tuesday to Monday? And they still...
Oh yeah, I guess that's when the next stream is, right?
Yep. And they won't even have an event Monday. It'll be the what up, Dress?
Howdy, Dress. Hey, Tree Void. Thanks for the sub. 11 months. Nice.
11 months. Wow. Have we been doing this for 11 months?
I feel like we've been. I mean.
Oh, think about it.
So.
51. There's 52 weeks in a year. We've been doing it over a year because 52 is a year, and we've skipped like at least 6. So
hey, Coatmello.
Hey, Coatmello in the chat.
Yeah, no. Given how many we've skipped, it's been about a year. I feel like for like number 52, we're going to need to do something special, even though it's not actually, a true year.
Let's do it.
Hoffman, Cross.
Let's do it. Let's do a huge birthday party next week. I'll get a birthday cake for myself, and I'll blow it out. And if we get 10 subs, I'll smash my face in it. Done and done. So next week, everybody, it's the official announcement. Livestream's turning 1.
Oh my God! Happy birthday!
Happy birthday to us.
Happy birthday to us. Expect you all to bring presents, party favors, party hats, the whole deal.
Cross, fuck you, Cross. Hoveman, what's up? Sabin, 6, what's up? Who's your favorite character? What's your favorite Final Fantasy?
Why you gotta do our buddy Sabin like that?
Wow.
Well, my personal Twitch name is Zidane9, so I totally get it. Like the new guy, he's cool. Fuck Leafblade, dude. He is not cool. I'm so much cooler.
Damn.
I'm just
crossing with that energy.
Didn't even like my title, and now I'm getting this.
Cross said he likes the new guy. I'm the number one guy in this group. Okay, you guys don't watch Vanderpump Rules, so that would make sense. But it's first to 10 him. Okay, in FIFA. Wait, Mouse, are you good at FIFA too?
No.
Okay, good.
No.
He might be sharking you. You got to be careful.
A hype train is close.
Your team is lacking.
Coatmello also subscribed for 11 months. We're almost at 12 months with both of our special boys. Thank you guys for your subs. I'm going to add those. Bl'Art is still going to blue and green Peaceful if we get 30, and we're counting from last week. So we got 6 now, and we're close to hype train. So don't forget to like and sub. Smash that MF sub button.
I literally told Rob right before we did this, we probably shouldn't do the pestle thing. No one cares about it. It's a bad idea, and here we are.
It's perfect. It's perfect. It's a perfect idea. Nobody wants Green Pestle. He sucks.
All right, Pestle Saga incoming.
Your friend Blart's right here, Cope. It's right here.
Yeah, howdy, Cope. How's it going, my guy? Oh.
So we got a couple more people in here, so I'll tell you again. Next week's our birthday. We're gonna have a birthday party. We're gonna have cake.
We have a registry online for gifts that.
Yeah. There's only one gift on there, and it's a grill. It's a big, huge grill. We're gonna share. We're gonna share custody. I'll send it wherever the fuck these guys live. I'll ship it up.
Timeshare on the grill.
Yeah, I'll be real. I don't need the grill. I just need the grill's production.
I'll ship you some meats. Would you like me to ship you a smoked meat?
I would love for you to ship me a smoked meat.
Leafblade, what's the custom situation on smoked meats? Will they let me ship you like a fat Boston butt? Because I will do that.
You know I love a good Boston butt. I can meet you at the border. That's fine, right?
I mean, you can't possibly. How big is Canada possibly? You couldn't.
It's so small.
Yeah, it's not going to take long for you to get there.
And Raw lives right by the edge of it.
Yeah, but that's fine. I do all the heavy lifting on the show, so I might as well do all the heavy lifting on the drive. It's fine. I'm used to carrying everything on my fucking back. Are we good to go?
I think we're just about ready. Get hype.
Is that a euphemism? No, Goose. You guys don't have Boston butt in England?
They don't have Boston in England.
God damn it. You got me. Dad joke. It's a pork shoulder. You get a pork shoulder picnic, they call it sometimes. You put it in the smoker for hours and hours at a time. It's pretty much all you do. You don't have to do anything else to it. You just leave it there.
I mean, I feel like it's kind of triggering to ask an English person, hey, you got a Boston thing? Because the last time they had a Boston thing, well...
Ooh, awkward.
That was a bad deal.
Yeah.
I feel kind of bad because usually you're the one who goes all like, oh, America beat England in the war thing, but you didn't take the shot.
Well, that's why England doesn't have a flag on the moon. So... Let me find this theme song. Where is it? Did you guys' Discord change?
What do you mean?
No.
It didn't change? Mine changed, dude. I hate it. Everything's different.
Like an update?
You mean?
I don't know what you mean. What is that?
Like when you say Discord, you mean like the UI,
What the fuck is the UI?
Christ.
Just talk normal. Speak normal.
The buttons, are the buttons different?
Yeah, yes, there we go. The buttons are different, yeah.
Oh, God. Yeah, no, they're not different for me.
Yeah.
Howdy, Summon Biscuits. What's up?
We're about to get going here on the 51st live stream. Summon Biscuits, next week is our birthday. You have to come next week. We're going to have a big party. We're going to have cake. I'm going to smash it into my face for subs and or blow out candles. 1 year. 1 whole year. Boys, look at us.
Look at us. Look at me doing this for the whole 1 year with you guys.
I can't believe the three of us
What a special time.
I can't look at you. I can't see you in the camera right now.
The three of us made. Oh, great news, chat. We're about to get started, but I manually went into my hard drivers and fixed my camera. Y'all know last week I couldn't do the camera because the audio was coming through that and my mic. Well, I hacked into my mainframe and turned off the audio only chip. The chip that does the audio, I defeated it.
He physically reached into the PC, like drove his hand through the chassis of it, and flipped the switch in order to fix the camera situation. Right. Oh my God, Black Cloud in the chat. Howdy, BC?
BC in the chat. So now you guys can see my face when I win, and you didn't see my face last week when I lost. It's all by design. That's show business, baby. You guys ready to go?
Let's go.
Yeah.
Let's fucking mud this mule. You ready? 3.
Is that a Toby Keith lyric?
3, 2. Okay. Don't bring up Tobias Keitherton when I'm trying to start my weekly Defo show. Okay? All right. God, I'm sick of carrying this goddamn production. 3.
Holy shit.
3, 2, 1.
And now it's time to start the show with Bl'Artagnan, Raw Life, and some girl. This is the Lifestream.
Hello. Hello, everyone. Yes, this is the Lifestream, indeed. Lifestream number 51. Thank you all for joining us on this wild ride of 51 weeks. Next week is 52, our special anniversary episode. We'll talk about that more later, but next week will be our anniversary. Our year-long journey comes to an end, and another year begins. That's the cyclical nature of life. And as always, for the last 51 weeks of my fulfilling, enjoyable life, I've been surrounded by my sweet, sweet, rotten soldier, Bl'Artagnan. How are you doing, man? Go back and just talk about how you feel after 51 weeks with me, man. How you doing?
Still here. Shocking though it may seem. Managed to make it through. I feel like I'm tougher for it. I've grown as a person, experienced a tremendous amount of personal strengthening. You know how iron sharpens iron, steel sharpens steel, and in this case, I was gonna say raw life sharpens Bl'Art, but that sounds kind of. It doesn't sound entirely PG, so I'm gonna anyway. I'm doing okay though. Speaking of sharpening things, I think baby Bl'Art's starting to teeth. I think the teeth are coming in because she has been crying and chewing on things all weekend, all week even, and it's been an adventurous time in the Bl'Art household. But yeah, that's been my day. We are joined in addition. Hasn't been here in the VC with us for all 52 weeks, but has been here since day one of the stream, I think. Your friend and mine, and the new official third co-host of the live stream, Leafblade Mouse. Leafblade, say hello to the people.
Hello, everyone. I'm honored to finally join the team officially. Hoping to get all my channel points back that I've lost over the over the many months here. But yeah, I'm excited. I kind of a long, hot weekend. It's been like 36 degrees
That's cold
Celsius.
As hell. 36.
Around 98 degrees Fahrenheit.
Okay, that's why you don't have a flag on the moon. Keep going.
With humidity. Yeah, this country sucks. But yeah, it's been kind of a hot, just like stuffy weekend. So I'm kind of glad today is a little bit better, and happy to be here. A little cooler, a little warmer.
A hot, wet
like
Canadian summer. See what I did?
You know how it is.
The hot, wet American, but I changed it to.
But it's about as warm as the reception I've been getting here, so I appreciate that. Thank you guys.
Anshu in chat has a question. Sorry to interrupt everyone, but I do want to address Anshu. Very sad, with a picture of the sad dog, Shadow's dog, Interceptor. Does this mean Somegi is not coming back? Somegi is always coming back. Somegi may be back next week for a little. She may jump in, maybe the week after that. She may be gone. You may not see her into service. She's just living her life and enjoying everything. So Somegi's still part of the team. We'll probably see her back again at some point, but you know.
Yeah, as we said last week, Somegi's on a sabbatical, and you know, living her best life at this. But for now, this is the team you can expect to see on Monday nights.
Yeah, we deleted the woman, so should be good.
Jesus.
With that context, that sounds a lot worse than you think it does. I can't believe you. Anyway.
Anyway, this is a Defo show. We play Defo. I'm Raw Life. I'm the best player in the world. Last week there was an issue. There was not a skill issue. There was an AI issue, and I was targeted unfairly by Squex. We're going to right that wrong here in a little bit. But we want to jump right into it. Since last week, nothing really happened but one thing. We got Reno. So layout of the show this week, we're going to go through Reno. We might talk about some of the characters we didn't talk about before that, and we're going to do Reno's fight. When I'm further into it, we'll probably talk about what everyone thinks about the fight. But the main thing we got to talk about is Reno, because I got opinions. A lot of times I'm real agreeable, and it's hard to rile me up. I'm a little riled up about Reno's kit, and we'll talk about it. We'll fight about it. Everything will be fine at the end of the night. But what do you guys think about Reno? First off, did either one of you pull for Reno? And if so, then that person talk.
I did, although I haven't maxed as FR. This is one of those they gave me the the fear of God, of fear of like GL first lockout content thing. So I'm like, I'll pick this up for a rainy day. Mouse, how about you?
Yeah, I picked him up and maxed him pretty quickly. Big off turn trap counter character lover. So Reno was like the perfect fit for me. He is fun. You're definitely bringing him for, I think, just the FR and secondarily like the specific kind of mitigation he provides. I'm enjoying him. I used him out of synergy once and he was fine. Again, like I said, you're really only bringing him for the FR because his buttons. Well, one of his buttons is deleted from the game, and the other one is a little bit bad. But he's a fine. I like him. I like him a lot. I like using him.
So pretty much, here's my issue with Reno. I guess you guys can talk more about what his kit actually does. His force time. You want the enemies to take more turns. So balls turn anxiety. People aren't going to like him. Yeah, he gets a bunch of force time multiplier when the enemy takes a turn, and even more if they use a physical attack. Is that right?
Yeah, it's 30% on enemy turn, and then an extra 20% if they use a physical or a ranged, like a melee or a ranged attack.
Along with 20% on player action using a lightning skill.
Yes. One thing that's kind of important to note is that while Reno is a lightning character, he is not a lightning enchanter. So you're probably gonna, if you're trying to maximize his FR, you're gonna want to bring a call to give him a lightning enchant. I found probably the best one is either Garnet, Ash, or Kryl. Alisei also does it and provides kind of a Kate Sith effect to one unit. So that could also work depending on the team. But yeah. His off-turn force time is really good. I ran through his event today with a Reno, Galif, and Edge team. Galif and Edge seems kind of like a weird combo, but the bosses do enough all attacks, AoE attacks, that you tend to get both of the counters on every other turn. So it worked out really well, and I did like a 1 FR clear of that, so it worked out well. I don't know. Do you have anything else to say about Reno, Bl'Art?
Well, it's funny actually. I did a similar run. I did Kryl, Auron, and Gallup, the 2 cover tanks, and it worked out great because they have so many all attacks. It's especially good if you can get a lineup of force time with their threshold attacks. But Reno is a solid character who I have issue with. I think, because I know like he has his fans, and they're justified because like the FR is really a really good off-turn FR. It provides a tremendous amount of bonus for enemy turns, which don't take up the FR gauge. And unlike Desch, you don't need to keep paralyzed on them to get that bonus. You just need them to be doing physical attacks, which means he's fight-dependent as opposed to team-dependent, which is kind of weird, but it also means that if it's the right fight, he's going to work amazingly. He feels kind of like Ursula to me in that he is he has a great FR and a kind of meh kit in my estimation. And this is coming from someone who has loved Reno's kit since he debuted on LD. I'll finish this thought in a second. I have to help put a baby into a thing. I'll be right back.
Well, speaking of loving him for so long, I have never had Reno. So every time he came, I never pulled him. So I actually was excited for this banner for a weird reason. I wanted Alisei and Reno LD only. And I got them with like 30 tickets and stopped pulling. But Reno LD call, the numb. In previous iterations, his thing was put on a debuff where when they take an attack, when one up will words pyramid, one of his debuffs makes them so they can't hurt you, right? They can't do brave or HP damage for one turn, and it's not numbered. It just works until they try to hurt you, and then it falls off. Well, the other one, numb, it makes them delay themselves when they attack you, right?
Yes, they delay themselves for 2 turns if they attack you with the numb.
Right. Well, and that's always been cool, and that's always worked really well for him and his little thing of, protecting the party, all that. Well, now it actively works against him. And like I know everyone who's using him is saying just don't press that button, which is fine. Just don't press that button. Don't use skill 1, right? The one that feels good to press. Just use his shitty button. And like I understand that the idea of that, but at the same time, it just feels bad. I don't have his FR, but it seems to me like why is his thing for his FR is to make the enemy take as much turns as possible, but then, and I know there's a way around it, just don't make sure that the numb's not on there, but I just feel like I would rather, if I'm going to max an FR at this era, I want one that I can use all out, full throttle. That's how I play the game. Full throttle, baby.
Oh, cool. Cells in the chat. So it sounds like I think we're on a kind of similar page here, because the reason before I stepped away, I said that Reno feels like he has a kind of lackluster kit is because, I mean, everyone at this point knows that Num works badly with his FR. And so that means you basically never want to push one of the most interesting buttons in his kit, because one of Reno's big selling points, one of the big things that makes him interesting as a character is he has this boss control, this unique boss control property of the, delay them by 2 turns whenever they act, which is, it creates a situation unlike any other character in the game as far as that, delay after, like the Italian Lost Chapter slug thing. And having that just completely unusable alongside his FR, unless you want to have just a objectively subpar FR phase, feels really bad. And on top of that, then from there you take the fact that then you means you have to spam his skill 2, which is probably the weakest skill in his kit, and so his damage is going to be suffering, and it feels worse there. I was talking with Mouse earlier, and I feel like he would feel a lot better if it's EX charged every other turn, which feels like a low, like duh, every character would feel better if their EX charged faster, right? But for him, his EX is actually a good button to press. It's a nice button. It does good stuff, and it means you would not have to spend as much time pressing a skill that doesn't feel as good. This is not to say like, oh, he's a bad character and doesn't work. This is purely, I'm talking about character feel here.
Real quick, before you go any further, does Beatrix have to get hit to do her counter? Or does somebody have to get hit?
Someone has to get hit.
Fuck. Cell has a good point in chat. If Reno's lackluster kit, Machina must be horrendous when you don't press Awakening in S2 almost ever. And that's fair. That's fair, but what Machina brings something without those buttons. Go ahead, Mark.
That's kind of the thing. Like, Reno's even better. Just has to stand there while the enemy goes like that. I think that I disagree with this point. I'm trying to figure out how to put the words to why I disagree with it. It's because I don't like. I look at Pyramid, and I like Pyramid because it's it's this kind of cool high risk, high reward mitigation, which is neat. And his EX is a good button. I think I don't like the feeling that maybe lackluster kit wasn't the right way to put it. The kit doesn't feel good to me because one of the most interesting pieces of the kit feels so disconnected from now one of the most important components of the era of his FR.
Yeah,
it's really a character feel thing. Like in terms of effectiveness, he's a perfectly good, if not great, enemy turn FR.
Yeah, I think the difference, rather than like Reno is by no stretch of the imagination like a lackluster character. I think some of his
words.
And not to come down on you for that or anything, but
let him have it.
I think having his S1 actively work against the way that you want to use his force time is kind of bad. Sal said that you don't press Awakening, or the real point is that you don't use Cyclone Driver. No one ever uses that attack.
Well, even then, like the thing is, you don't press that because you have better things you should be pressing. With Reno, when his turn comes up and his EX isn't charged and you don't want a Pyramid and you're not using his FR, you have to press the button that sucks.
Yeah, that's the thing. Now that I'm reading more of chat and they're doubling down, I'm going to double down. Fuck that. That's not the same at all. Because here's the thing. With those characters you're talking about, every time their turn comes up, you do something that you want to do. Their kits don't actively work against themselves. Reno has a button where if you press it, they're going to delay themselves and not get turns, which actively works against. They're talking about Aphmau and Machina, and that's all fair, but at the same time, that's not the same at all. Those characters, they're there for a reason, and nothing in their kit actively goes against that. Machina is still just delivering bonkers damage every turn. It never feels bad when it's Machina's turn. You're like, oh fuck, I gotta press this 1.6 million damage HP plus. Like it's not the same at all for me.
And again, to reiterate, we're talking about character feel here. This is not like this is not a. It's kind of similar to when Garnet BT came out. I was super excited about it, and then Mino made a passing comment of none of the buttons you press with her matter, and I suddenly found that whenever I played Garnet, I hated it because every time you press a button with Garnet, it's like, oh, okay, I press a button. What does it do? It does an AoE HP attack. It does about the same amount of damage, and like you refresh a buff, and it doesn't really matter. And don't get me wrong, she's insane. I'm not going to say Garnet's a bad character, but I found my enjoyment went way down because it's like, okay, she doesn't. The character feel isn't as good now.
Yeah, and also I think
it's a character feel thing.
I think some of the people who want to defend Reno are they're enjoying his kit, so they're obviously defending him. And the thing is, what I'm saying isn't that he's bad. Kind of like Mouse reiterated, he's not bad. It's just personally, I don't like the way that kit is set up to act, especially since that was his thing beforehand. Now it's like, don't ever press this button that he's always had. That's always been good. That button sucks now. Use his shitty buttons on his turn and just let them go. But obviously,
you know what it reminds me of?
He's really good with counters. Auron and him can solo it. But what were you saying?
You just reminded me, actually, speaking of Machina, I actually really like what they did with the C90, because what they did was they made it so it used to be that, like, when his BT Plus first came out, you didn't really care that he counterattacked. Like, yeah, it happened, and incidentally, maybe it would be like once in a blue moon it would come up and be relevant, but he wasn't a counter character. Now, if you want to play him as like an off-turn counter character, you can, and that is a relevant part of his kit again, and it matters and it's useful. With Reno, I try to convince me that you're bringing Reno because of Numb, because that nifty debuff he brings, and not because of his FR, because the two of them are antithetical. That's, again, it all comes down to character feel.
But yeah, overall, it is a very minor aspect of his kit. If you're running out of skills or anything with Reno, like, it's a skill issue. So you just need to team build a little bit better. And yeah, it's kind of similar when characters will change roles and everything as they age in the game, and Reno is just like a different kind of character now, and that's fine.
And Cell says in chat, Auron, using the Auron example of his EX delaying, and that's also fair. His EX delays when you want them to take turns, but you also don't have to press his EX, and it doesn't make his kit feel horrible. He's got 5 uses of the LD. Both of his other skills feel equally, good to press. So there's nothing against Reno as a unit. Obviously, he works incredibly well, as you've seen on his own event. He's duoing it with Auron. Just don't press skill 1. And like you said, it's not something to get hung up on. It's just when you're talking about character kits, that's something that's going to come up. It's kind of weird. It's kind of a weird interaction within his own kit. Doesn't make him bad. He's obviously great. Why is my game lagging so much?
It's from having to carry the entire weight of the show on your back.
Hey,
see, I can make that joke.
Oh my gosh, what's going on? Oh my god, it's so slow.
You see that?
Boo, 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 boo.
I went into eco mode, so maybe that'll work. Well, anyway, with Reno, whether you pulled him or not, you like him or don't like him, he got a Shinryu, and we're fighting it right now. It's the Cisne robots, right? Was this from Cisne? Maybe? Am I crazy?
No, this is the Shellcloth chapter robot.
Oh, Shell.
Except there are 2 of them, right?
Yes, same thing. So the fight, essentially, they've got these thresholds. One of them doesn't do anything, and the other 3, they do carpet bomb, right?
That is correct. Yeah, 58 or 80, 50, and 20 they do carpet bomb. At 30 at 30 they just kind of get some attack and turn rate up auras, I believe.
The weird thing with the fight, though, or not the weird thing, the carpet bombs bring mitigation. You're fine. You can also dodge them. I have Shadow to dodge, but when they go into force time, it's undodgeable. But their 5 turns of force time, they're undamageable. I guess I've heard that you can poison them with X-Death. I don't know if Alpha Nod can also poison them, but any normal types of damage will not work. They're just completely invulnerable. So that's kind of playing into the whole let them take turns. That's the whole idea here. Counter tank, counter turns. You want Reno to let them take turns. Just don't press skill 1, I guess. But Mouse, you said you just did this fight today, right?
Yeah. this fight doesn't have a lot of teeth to it, I don't think. I think even if you were kind of bringing less optimal characters than I did, I think if you were trying to do it not counter tank, then I think this would still be fairly simple as a fight. Yeah, I don't know. They just the threshold attack can be threatening, and they of course have a kind of infamously, I've seen people complaining about the the carpet bomb threshold attack they do at 0% health.
I forgot about that.
Well, damn, I shouldn't have reminded you that.
No, thank God. At 0%, unless you're in summon, right? Or in burst phase.
Yeah, summon and burst phase seem to...
And in counters. I recognize that. If you...
or in launches, stuff like that.
Yeah, if you kill them with a counter, an off-turn attack, for some reason they won't do it. People in chat can say all the specifics, but I interrupted you, Mouse. What were you going to say?
I mean, I honestly don't have a lot to say about this fight other than I think the 0% threshold attack is pretty funny. I think they should do that more often.
Yeah, it kind of feels bad, this fight. It's not terrible. It's not garbage time level, but it... well, what's the turn? Maybe this is a close turn count. Oh, 90. Jesus. They don't have a lot. I guess they have HP, so it could, if you're not bringing any FR at all, it could be kind of tough. But compared to some of the other fights we've got, except for Ursula Lost Chapter, this one feels kind of meh. The force time making you not do any damage is kind of cool. Obviously, you have to plan around that. You either have to not let them go to force time, or when they do, let them come out of it as soon as possible because you're not going to do any damage. It's not terrible, but not my favorite fight. Bl'Art, what do you have to say about the Reno fight?
I mean, it was the pattern we always talk about. The intersecting wills and Lost Chapter fights are gimmies that kind of serve as breathers, especially after an especially difficult fight like Tier 10. There isn't a whole lot going on here. You can die if you if you're not paying attention, if you don't bring a good team. I did find it. Yeah, I did find it a little bit funny that. How to put it? Sorry, I had a thought that I lost. I've been just Chad and I have been arguing.
Yeah, Chad's pushing back on the Reno thing real hard, which I did not foresee. Again, it's not that he's bad. It's just that I think it's. I didn't see this in the community this week, so I didn't expect any kind of pushback. I thought everyone kind of agreed that sucks because it does suck. But it's not a Mino. Not Mino. Jesus Christ, Goose is acting like Mino. Goose is saying it's not worth getting hung up on, and it's not worth getting hung up on. I mean, if you want, oh fuck, look at Garnet's overhead. You guys got me all fucking hyped up about Reno of all things, and Garnet of all people's overhead to fall. Garnet is the one.
Oh no!
The worst case. Shit, man. Raw, this is what people mean by watch what you say on stream. Fuck that. Bl'Art, please don't get upset. I don't give a shit. If you disagree with me, you're fucking wrong. You guys watch what you say on chat. I'm saying whatever the fuck I want. But no, it's a weird interaction with his kit. I don't think that's deniable. If you're defending his kit, that's fine. He obviously works, and you just don't press that button. There's nothing wrong with that whatsoever. But it's weird. Sorry.
Yeah, no, that about covers it. I think it's he's a good character. I just don't like the feeling of this button is actively it's not like, oh, this button's useless and I don't want to press it, and it's this, if I press this button I have to press reset on the run because my force time's gonna suck. And I think it annoys me the feel doesn't feel good because Numb was such a defining part of Reno's kit, and now it's just not a piece of it. It's as if, I don't know, people keep bringing up the Orin thing with his EX, and I don't know if that example doesn't work for me as much because, I mean, yes, you can press the EX and the counter. I mean, you get less counters, but you don't have to reset your run because you did it.
Yeah.
Cross gonna press Numb if the boss is immune to delay. That's a good point. We should hey. That is a great point actually. Reno's probably fantastic against bosses who don't, who are immune to delay, because they're gonna take a bunch of turns. You're gonna be loving that.
Does Reno
Sal has
anyway,
it right.
Does Reno
Sal
have
has
any,
it right.
Does Reno have any HP damage up? HP cap? On his blue?
He has personal HP cap. I believe he has the good HP cap armor on his blue. For him, just himself. It's selfish.
Damn, he doesn't. No held brave cap though. He needs the brave cap. That sucks. That's what makes his kit bad. His kit, it really needs the HP cap up's one thing, but the brave cap is what you really need. So
the max brave cap, yeah, you need the max brave cap. That's a critical piece missing from his kit, and the fact that people don't know the difference between that. Still, in August of the year of our Lord 2022, not knowing the difference between HP damage cap and brave cap, of which there is no difference, words mean things, and sometimes they mean the same thing.
Yeah, I don't care. He'd be better if he had it. So,
just really quickly before we get off of Reno, I really want to harp on this numb thing. No, I don't. I just want to say his FR also, when you click it, it also applies pyramid, and I hope in the future that more units do that. I like when I think kind of categorically FRs have felt kind of not maybe homogenized, but like they obviously kind of ironic saying this on Reno considering how they changed the type of character that he is, but generally haven't changed the characters as much as like a new LD for a character has potentially changed the way you play them. But I just hope more FRs turn out like more unique, apply debuffs, enchant, stuff like that in the future. I think it's cool. I think they should do that more.
Yeah, agreed. Oh fuck, I didn't put up any mitigation for the threshold. Oh, we survived anyway. Fuck. I mean, yes.
Best player in the game.
Real quick, I do want to say some good things about Reno. I don't want to beat a dead horse. Reno, in the time of off-turn damage, and right now we are in off-turn damage, is king. I mean, so many fights are not requiring, but really, really a lot easier if you bring off-turn damage. And he is the off-turn damage king right now if you want to work an FRN. RN and him, Galef, I'm sure. Anyone with off-turn damage, giving the boss a lot of turns, if you can make sure you're protected. Reno, I've seen crazy FR multipliers with Reno. He can get up into the 900s, right? And right now, that's what we want. We want the holy prayer here. You want to bring off-turn damage right now, and off-turn damage is really strong right now, and he is the ideal FR for that. So plaudits to Reno for that. At minimum. Right?
Oh, we love Reno. In this house, we love Reno.
Yeah. Team Reno over here. So you saw the threshold attack. They are now in force time. For the next 5 of their turns, I cannot hurt them. So what we'll do is just kind of keep our buffs up so they don't fall off and let them take a bunch of turns.
I found out something kind of funny while running this fight.
What is that?
There is one way, well, probably technically 3. One way to hurt them while they're in their force.
We mentioned that a little bit. X-Death, Poison. I think you were in baby mode. Do you know if Alphanod does Alphanod also? Alphano?
I actually have not tested that.
It's also an HP poison, so I imagine it would.
Probably, yeah.
I think Bl'Art wanted to kind of mention X-Death since we did miss the show last week. We sort of bulldozed past the X-Death last week. I don't know if this is a good time.
I'm just real depressed about how they did our boy dirty right there. It's been.
What do you mean?
It's been real sad. His poisons don't scale off force time, and I think 7s do, if I remember right, or they do once when she comes back. It's something I was hearing. And so. What got to me was that it happened after F-bars were a thing. Like, if like Vincent or Sephiroth had some like anti-synergy with force time somehow, like their HP poison didn't work during force time, I'd be like, okay, that's fair. The new weapon hadn't come out yet; it's just an oversight. But with this, it's like, man, you're really just gonna do him dirty like that?
Yeah, that's a huge bummer.
I used him like he's he felt fine in this fight because this fight was easy, but like, man.
But would it not have been a little bit maybe? I guess everything we get right now is just impossibly broken. But if you could set up a huge FR time with X deaths, how much does this poison do at best? Like I don't have X death.
It deals. It was in this fight. It was dealing the burst poison was dealing about 250,000, about the same amount as like a Kane follow up, I'd say. So like, if Kane can do it, the fact that X death kind of sucks.
Yeah, that's true. So they're out of force time now. Back to the fight real quick. Does anyone know how to stop their force time? You have to do physical. It's Reno, right? So it's got to be physical.
Desch or Reno, or I guess Cam. Physical melee or melee thunder in FR.
Okay.
Or by using an FR, I should say.
So
and it freezes. It doesn't cancel. It freezes. So you need to let them take turns during that time.
I haven't really been paying attention to this fight. I haven't used Garnet's BT at all. Could have already had the gold buff on, but I guess we're going to FR with Kane. Goose asked if we're doing a no FR run. This team could 100% do that, but we have time constraints, and I want to do D10 again. I want to show you guys who I am. I want to show D10 who I am. No more bullshit getting the artificial intelligence trying to screw me on a 33% chance of hitting. We don't deal with that. So I'm gonna go. Ooh, fuck! I want Kane's BT effect.
Why did you pick the slowest FR when we have time constraint?
I don't know. We were in a fucking fight for our lives again for Reno. I couldn't fucking concentrate because we got a bunch of fucking Reno fucking apologists in chat. Where the fuck did that come from? So I can't pay attention. I don't know what's happening.
On the defensive line, can't pick the right FR.
Wait, what's their next threshold? It's a carpet bomb, right? We'll be fine.
You're good.
So the D to D for this fight, did you guys do anything cool? Did you bring like any like no FR, no BT crazy shit? Because this is, other than Ursula, this is one of the fights to do it. Ursula, you can pretty much get away with fucking anything, but if you're gonna do something cool, this is a good one to do it.
I'll go first because I don't think but I don't think I did anything particularly interesting. I did the Reno Edge duo, just because I still had a dagger Ultima weapon and I wanted to get rid of it and place these guys somewhere before I got rid of it. And that was fun. Obviously, like having less characters to take turns lets you kind of abuse Reno's force time a little bit better. It still took 2 force times for me because I didn't play it super well. But yeah, duos are fun. D2D is cool.
Yeah, big fan of D2D. Ended up doing this fight a bunch because I had a lot of free time this weekend, and so good time to kind of goof around with. So for Dare to Defy, you need help getting it. Baby time. I'll be right back.
What did you do for Dare to Defy, Ra?
So I have done almost nothing cool on any fight. I've looked at it. You guys have seen my Transcendence runs. If Tree Void wants to do a challenge, of course, I'm the king of the Tree Void challenges. I do them all the time. Unbelievably long-term Tree Void runner. But when it's in-game content, I like to get in there who I'm supposed to get in there. This one I did a little bit of a different. I did this team, but Cryo instead of Kane, so that was kind of fun. I did not like how Cryo paralyzed them, so Edge wouldn't get his counters off. But Cryo was actually real fun here. I heard other people talking about Cryo with Reno could work because
get the lightning enchant on me.
He needs the lightning enchant. But yeah, I just did this team with Cryo instead of Kane. Chat is coming after me.
I'm back.
Chat is brutally attacking me, and this is, you know what? It's a good thing to point out. Sometimes when people are jealous, jealous of someone who's handsome, someone who's powerfully built, who's smart, who's good at the game, they like to attack it. And so we're gonna just avoid. We're gonna ignore all the haters in chat. Bl'Art, did you want to finish your?
Yeah. So yeah. For starters, because I couldn't think of a better place to put them at this point, I ended up sticking Desch, Gabronth, and Sephiroth here, and just kind of blew through it.
Oh, the Gabronth hater brought.
Gabronth hater, me?
You brought Gabronth with Sephiroth.
Classic Gabronth hater, Bl'Artagnan.
Yeah, no, that's me. Well-known and outspoken hater of Gabronth. Final Fantasy 12 guy here, who is like, yeah, no, Gabronth, no good. What? No, I'm a huge Gabronth fan, possibly too much. It's not healthy. I ended up following that up with Orin, LD Pessel, and Charlotta because I wanted to see how Pessel's HP plus helped Charlotta's force time, and the answer is not very well. It's not a great HP plus. So that was a mistake. Kryl, Orin, and Galuf, as I mentioned, which was just kind of silly because it was counters for days, and then Baby Bl'Art ran Desch, Vincent, and Ash.
Yo.
And finished at 86 turns, and definitely needed a diaper change after that one.
Well, anyone would.
Yeah, so that was a wild experience. She's here telling us all about it.
Yeah, let's get some Baby Bl'Art hype in chat. Shout out Baby Bl'Art.
Oh, goodness.
She's already the second best runner, defo player on the stream, behind me, of course. But that's a prodigy. That's a cool team.
Yeah, no, I was pretty impressed when she picked those characters, and even more impressed when she made it work. I especially liked her use of she gave Ash the greatsword and then Cyan Call the other greatsword to maximize damage and force time.
So Ash got a C90 now, right? She didn't just get an update; she got C90.
Oh, C90 and update, yeah.
Does she feel any better? Does she feel good?
I think so. Well, yes. Given how Ash normally feels, yes. Because the thing with Ash is her base skills are pretty dookie. Her EX now feels good to press, and the fact that it has a fast recast and she starts with a use of her HP plus is fantastic. Because before it was really awkward using her because you'd need to start with the LD and then use the HP plus, and so now you get a free use of that. So that's 4 more turns of Queen's Order. That's an extra EX charge. That's not having to waste a turn setting up. Side benefit, she also is one of those characters who starts with a free skill without actually needing to she's one of the characters who starts with a free skill but doesn't need to go into a stance or anything like that, because all she gets out of using one of those free skills normally is just some party buffs. So you can actually use it on her AA and raise the party's brave damage cap for most of the fight between the free skill and the 2 additional uses. But yeah, her LD and EX damage feel decent. The rest feels kind of meh, and overall the kit just ultimate weapon's cool, flash, good stuff.
Excalibur use her in Dimensions End 10. Did you wait for a C90? Excalibur, you just out here running C80 Ash a week before she comes C90. Shout out Excalibur, by the way. Follow them on YouTube.
Excalibur's the GOAT right there.
We just hit a threshold, but Edge dodged it. Another thing about the fight is all the thresholds, other than the force time attack, are dodgeable, including the last one. So you can just dodge it, no problem.
One thing I will say for Xdet is his attack down is great here, because his attack down plus whoever the hell I used, I didn't save the team that I used, but it was Galuf plus him was able to keep the team from taking any damage from any of the threshold attacks.
Yeah, the threshold attacks don't seem very beefy. I could be wrong. I face tanked the first one, if you guys noticed. I got Garnet, Edge didn't dodge it, and I think Kane was in the air, but it almost took Garnet to half. So it doesn't seem very beefy.
I think it's very easy to mitigate, which is kind of funny to me, given how I assumed the point of the threshold attacks was to sell Reno's Pyramid, which is great mitigation. But if you can just kind of neuter it with attack down, then why do you need a one turn? Like, it almost was kind of a bummer to me, because they would, because you have to time it precisely, and then if you don't time it precisely, it falls off in this fight, and you'll waste it on an attack that isn't threatening, and then they hit you with this attack that you could have used anything but Pyramid to deal with probably, and it would have been fine anyway. I don't know. I'm feeling weirdly grumpy about this fight, even though it isn't that bad.
I
think this is all Cell's fault, is what this comes down to.
It's not bad. It just we're kind of, this month has been real interesting with fights. I've just liked almost every fight, even the ones that weren't like obscenely hard. I think Odin was real hard. Odin was very hard. T10 was obscenely hard, but it's fun. I think us and most of our viewership really prefers a really rough. Oopsies, edge evasion buff fell off, but they can't hurt me anyway. We just enjoy a little bit more. We kind of want a fight to bring a little bit more, and this one was. Yeah, it was okay.
Oh my gosh.
Oh,
too cute.
It's the cutest thing I've ever heard.
I think she's starting to get feisty. Oh no.
Oh my god. Let's get that EX buff back up.
Yeah, I think it's always hard coming from more interesting, mechanically intensive fights to like something like this, where the thresholds are like the most interesting thing, and if you've been playing for any amount of time, or if you're a new player in Reno, like you have all the means to be able to deal with it without too much issue. So,
I guess I'll burst outside of force time because I don't know. I just want to be done with the fight.
Yeah, I like how this was fast.
Did you see that phenomenal force time?
What was that, 2:30, something like that?
2:30, baby. 2:30 on a force time, guys. We were
2:30s in the chat.
Let's go. 2:30 force time. You have any idea how much damage mode? That's 2.3 times every attack. That's great. This is Shinryu,
felt
baby.
Squishy.
This is Shinryu, baby.
Compared to Fujin and T10, this fight felt squishier. Was I crazy? I didn't actually look up their hit point numbers, but it looked like, or it felt like they were squishier bosses this time around.
I LD'd first turn on. Never mind. Just keep going. Just keep going.
Yeah, they have like 70 million HP, which is a bit lower than the last couple of fights, if I recall correctly. Well, especially Fujin, also not a super mechanically intensive fight, but it did have a lot of health.
Softball on us here.
Yeah, in comparison to like garbage time, I would take this fight over any garbage time fight for sure. It's just when you're in comparison to what's around in context, it just kind of lacks, but that's okay. Not every fight will be unbelievable. Oh, we got a BT finisher in BT phase. That's good.
Oh, the dragon wave.
That's fine. And if you want to know how to use Garnet, this is the ideal Garnet. Is X's? This is oh, there it is. This is the ideal Garnet BT phase. So now you know.
Someone's not thrilled with your skill selection there, Raw.
You got the Desch runner judging you.
Yeah, one Desch run in Shinryu, it's just all in my in my business.
Oh, I guess that makes sense. Wouldn't you want the thresholds to go off with Edge?
Say what?
Yeah, with Edge's EX buff, that's when you want to push the thresholds.
Yeah, you're dodging the thresholds right now.
Excalibur's got a good point. They made the fight a little bit less chunky because their entire force time, they don't take damage. So.
Okay, that does make sense.
That's a good point. And we still got summon. We can summon and finish them off probably here in a second.
You probably want to save your summon for the
I got
1%.
Edge, baby. I got Edge, baby. Edge dodges the 1%. As long as it doesn't fall off.
Edge hates the wealthy.
So good point. Maybe we should save it because I don't know if it'll be on or not. Any closing thoughts on Reno? Actually, don't fucking bring up Reno. I can't. My fucking anxiety.
Yeah, I hate Reno now.
Oh my
actually.
god, he
Reno,
fucking did it. Jesus
Reno
Christ.
is the worst character in the game.
The official
Dude.
Lifestream stance. Reno, terrible.
All of these
Dumpster
characters come out. I expect big arguments, big debates. Oh, what about Reno? I was like, yeah, everybody's gonna agree. He's good, does his good thing, but it's kind of a weird thing. All of a sudden, it's fucking World War III in the chat. People unsubbing, fucking DMing me on Discord. Fuck you. Like, just crazy violence over Reno. Sorry if we disappointed you guys on our Reno take, but any final thoughts on the fight specifically?
More like Reno. Sorry, that was.
Hey-o.
I'm
my
done. I'm
God,
done.
Jesus.
What's wrong with that?
These guys get tankier at the end? Is that just in my head?
No.
They definitely get tankier.
No, nothing fell off. That'd be insane.
On this stream?
Counting my buffs, like what's going on? No, we're good. We're fine. So anyway, after this, I think we're gonna take on Dimensions End again. It feels unfinished to me. It feels unfinished.
The salty
business.
run back.
Yeah, I feel like I want to let everyone know that I defeated it, because I did beat it with a different team. But I want you guys to see and feel what they're gonna get another force time.
Excuse me.
I mean, there's the summon button.
We're doing this. Mouse wanted me to summon on one at the very, very end, so that
That's cowardice.
I told him
It's true. It's the wildlife way.
Edge was right there, but oh my god, you guys thought we were lagging earlier. Check this out.
Oh.
Whoa, buddy.
Oh my god.
What is going on? This is running on my Apple, my old Apple. You remember the ones with the colored backs? The back of the monitor was colored.
Holy shit!
This is on my blue Apple. It's still working.
The Macintosh.
That's right. It's a Macintosh. Wow. So this is gonna extend the fight artificially a little bit.
Ooh, shut up.
Jesus.
Yeah, I don't understand people who are getting upset at the 0% threshold attack. Play a Ninja Gaiden game or something for once in your life.
There was some real molding over that, man. It's like it's no different from the other ones. You've done the whole fight to this point, so you've I'm guessing ostensibly. That's a $5 word, and I can't afford it.
Yeah.
You've brought mitigation the rest of the fight. So as long as you know it's coming, just keep doing your thing, man. I didn't use any calls this whole run. Jesus Christ. But yeah, there's a lot of fury. People are really mad, but there's also a lot of fury around Dare to Defy, Shinryu in general. We have seen kind of a chasm in the community. A lot of people are really bad. I don't mean bad like me, where they just don't pay attention and fucking lose a lot. I'm talking like they really don't know how this game works. Like on a real basic, genuine level, they don't understand. And so now that it's getting a little harder, they are less than pleased.
I think we see it. We've seen it quite a bit with the comparison between people who have enjoyed Garbage Time versus the Dare to Defy denouncers are pretty much the same group, and like oftentimes the same people. It's end game content. You shouldn't expect to be able to do end game content if you're not going to be easy. Paying attention, you know what I mean? You should be able to. You shouldn't be able to do it.
Yeah,
I can't believe Raw Life beat that.
Endgame is not accessible to everyone for a reason. If you think that you should be able to do, I was about to go off on the bads, but the beauty of that baby cooing.
She's got some opinions here. She also has, I think, a wet diaper, so I'm gonna go change her. I will say, in sort of defense of the scrubs, the 0% thing does feel kind of like a fool me once situation where, like, okay, it gets you once and then you're like, okay, you got me, and then it never gets you again. But if it keeps killing them, then it's on them and they're just being baddies.
Wait,
it's true. Also, just like don't get upset about it and talk about it online. Just laugh and be like, oh, you got me.
If I get upset, everyone online has to hear about it.
Let everyone know. Cancel defo.
It doesn't say it in the. Okay, maybe the first time it happens, you're allowed to be a little upset. Does it not say it anywhere in the?
Well, it's the thing is normally the thresholds are marked, but they can't really mark it on the HP bar because it's the edge. Otherwise, it would have a little tick mark, but it can't.
All right, Blart. I know you got baby duty to do, but
I'll be right back.
Oh my God.
You do your business.
we're gonna jump back into D10, and I'm gonna do it
The
this
run
time.
back.
Are we gonna pay out these people? Somebody voted against me on that fight.
Someone voted 10K channel points
Wow.
for you to win. That was a lot of trust. And it paid off. That's why you always trust in Raw Life to beat the fight.
MFYK wants to know what the score is. I actually am now 5-1. I'm gonna put that in chat so everybody can read it out loud. This is 5. That's 5 on stream easy victories, and then 1 loss. And the loss was bullshit. I was targeted by the AI. They hit my call. It was not fair.
Someone at Squex manually took control of the game.
Yeah, they saw how much fun everyone was having, cheering me on. My fans clapping and screaming in the stands, and they said, "This guy, he's a loose cannon. We can't let him."
Shut him down.
I kind of want to do the Dare to Defy one, but chat will shit on me for that. So
You can do the regular one.
we'll do the regular one. Fuck it.
What's your team?
It's gonna make us do this again. A walk down memory lane. God, every time I switch, it does this.
It says you've already done it.
I have done it. I'm already done. I told you that. So you see all these creative teams that I came up with, not watching JP players, just
She's back.
Blart, we're watching the slow-mo replay of every tier. Oh my goodness.
Deuce?
Gracious.
Deuce in the Reckoning?
Oh yeah, I took Deuce. Like I said, all my teams are incredibly talented, skillful.
Shout out to Type Zoe.
Deep reaching. We're almost there, boys.
We're halfway there. T6. Jacked. Oh.
You got the Furion Maria duo on the right side. I know y'all saw that. Skills, baby. Not everybody can do that. Not everybody can pull something like that off. I can.
T8. That was the dragon, right?
Yeah, T9 was kind of a huge bummer too. I did not like that.
T8 sucked.
Here's
Such
the
a
squad.
terrible fight.
Here's the squad. 8. That's right. Who brought 8? And he contributed. He was very important. Look at this. Couldn't do a duo. No one can do a duo on that fight or a solo. That's not happening all over the community. You got to bring 3. And so I brought 8. And Guy. See, don't ever tell me that my teams are cookie cutter.
Wait, you have to bring 3, so you brought 8? That seems like overkill.
Jesus Christ. Dude. Can we?
Baby Blart was grinning at me right now. She approves.
That's how you know it was a zinger.
Let's just jump right into it. I want to be clear on the poll. I get to reset until the turn order is right. Okay? Because of the way the fight works and me not bringing the debuffs myself. Oh, fuck, I forgot what I brought. I had to bring...
It's reasonable.
Ferris also. I think I brought Ferris too. I had to. Yeah, to get all 8. Yeah, we're going to refresh and we're going to reset until we can get the right. And then the poll will take effect. Okay? So make the poll. This is the only Shinryu that's beaten me on stream. And it's not going to do so again. What game is Ferris from? One of the worst.
Ew.
One of the worst ones.
Yeah.
Bro, I'm right here.
Not a Final Fantasy V guy. I mean, it's better. It's better than 3. Tree Void is an active Final Fantasy 3 fan.
That's how you know it's bad.
Yeah, come on, dude.
You know when there's you have like reviewers and stuff that you fundamentally disagree with on every level. So when they think something is bad, you're like, oh, maybe that's for me. That's Tree Void. Tree Void likes everything that's terrible.
Yeah, his takes are just
the villain of Depot.
I'm proud of him though. He's turned a corner. He's become a little punchier. Gotta get punchy around here. Green Caius was in my D2D, I do not want to go back and unleash him for this, but I can't remember what call I used on Kane. Did I need a call? Because
goodness gracious.
there was. I've not lost 2 Shinryu. No. Tree Boy.
Hold on.
No. Pull it up. Where's the receipts, Tree Boy? I've only lost 1. It was T10. Which one did I lose? T10. That's it. T10. I don't remember what I had on Kane, but I surely it couldn't have mattered much, right? This was what I did. 35 turns. I fucked up my... Oh, I did... Oh, I need... Wait, I have to do a big burst phase with Charlotta to burst them down.
Yep.
So I have to use Sid Reigns. Ooh, that was almost nightmare. How do I get my Brave back? Maybe I'll get my Brave back anyway. Who knows? Who knows how the intricacies of this game works? Sid Reigns call on her, and then we just go into it.
Shout out to Tree Void, by the way. Every other Wednesday night, not this week, but next week, you can catch him and Multiracial Lion on YouTube for Echoes from the Void.
Always a fun show.
Still a villain, but shout out to Tree Void.
But he helps pays the bills, so we gotta shout him out.
Yeah, shout out Tree Void and Echoes from the Void. Especially if you play JP. Not a lot of JP shows because people can't read the games. They don't understand what's happening. Tree Void just said, fuck it, we're going to do it anyway. That's show business, baby. So it looks like
a niche and fill it.
It looks like a kind of a good setup here. I think we can throw 4 on, right?
I think you're looking good.
And then we throw the next 4 on with... No, Charlotta has Sid Reigns. Doesn't work. Doesn't work, boys. We'll try it, though.
Where's your co-host, Steve Trevoid? Why isn't he here?
Yeah, where's Multiracial Lion, man? Wait, which one does all the debuffs? There we go. So you get 4 there. Oh, Freya has the other... No, Freya just went. I need Kane to go. Oh, then she got broken, and now she's going to go again before. Jesus Christ. Yeah, this is not going to work, boys.
I do think... I think the resets set to the start of this fight are a bit crap.
Look at my... I was doing summon boards today. Look at my Charlotta. That's not going to work, boys. It's not going to work. We're going to need a reset there. I did finish all summon boards for every character. I want some respect. That was never going to work, unfortunately. That's not the problem of the Dimensions End tier. That is a skill issue.
Cross.
Do
that.
Is going 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Also, this is the correct order for every green BT FR character you have. If you don't have it like this, it's questionable. 6.
He's 7, right. If you have more than 3 of the skills equipped, you probably did it wrong.
10, and then you put the calls on the second page, on the third page.
What?
Yeah, I don't make the rules. That's how it is.
Your rules suck.
This run shouldn't take long because what we do here is we blow them the fuck up, and we use two force times. Goose in 60 seconds is gifting a tier 1 serb to Caliph. Thanks, Caliph. Thanks, Goose, friend of the show. Very late over there. Thanks for staying up with us.
Yeah, thanks for staying up.
We got a good turn order here because he's gonna break his turn. He's gonna break Charlotta, and then Kane will go, and Kane can throw on the rest of the debuffs. This is the one. Throw the pole up. This is the one.
So I've done this fight now since I didn't get really a chance to do it before my appearance last week. Shit. Did we want to kind of go over how we feel about it?
Yeah. Did we talk about? We talked about it a little bit, but like you said, you hadn't run it
yet. This fight's good. It's hard as shit. I respect so many people who are doing like the crazy runs on the D10. I saw Sinewave. Shout out to Sinewave. Go subscribe to him on the YouTube.com. He had some kind of like Desch Mog situation going on. Yeah.
How the fuck does that work? Who was the third?
I don't remember now. I'm trying to find it. But like I Path of Least Resistance this for sure.
So
Machina, Charlotta, Freya. But yeah, this fight asks a lot of you. And again, the first fight, I think I mentioned this last week, but the first fight that hard requires an FR because of the 1.1 million regen they get in the later half of the fight. But yeah, I think this fight's cool. Asking so much of you at different stages of the fight kind of changes the momentum. Obviously, like early on, you don't necessarily have to go super fast, but you do have to keep an eye on the ad's health and where those thresholds are. And then later in the fight, with the regen, the aforementioned regen, you kind of want to speed through it. But charging is a little bit more difficult because they're healing every turn. So yeah, there's kind of an interesting dichotomy going on during this fight that I think overall kind of lends it to being one of the better Transcendence fights that we've had. Overall, I really enjoyed this one. It took me a few tries to do it, but yeah, it was fun.
Yeah, it's
Go
ahead, Bart.
Oh my goodness.
Go ahead, Bart.
Soraya the Ranger.
Oh my lord.
Oh, we're getting up
Beloved
there.
mod, Soraya the Ranger. 5 gifted subs.
I think we're at
Thank you so much,
7
Ryan.
plus 5 is 12. We're at 12. Bart, you may have to blue and green peaceful soon. Thank you, Soraya. And this fight was really hard, but it is the end game content. You have to clear everything. I guess you can skip to this one, but it's supposed to be hard. I think it's really good when an in-game fight is this hard, because this is a very, very genuinely hard fight. Lauren, I keep interrupting you. I'm sorry.
It's okay. A thing about this fight, Mouse kind of touched on it, that I really like and kind of would like to see more of, because we have, I think, seen this in the past to a degree, but this really, I felt it here. Phases and like a fight being designed so that it they're distinct pieces of the fight. So from 100% to 60%, they have that debuff mechanic where you got to keep them debuffed. Once you hit 59%, it doesn't matter anymore. They no longer have that. Okay, cool. And there's a threshold thing you have to deal with, but okay, once you pass the threshold, now for the next 20%, you don't have to deal with any kind of bullshit mechanics. It's just the fight. They're not going to warp. They're not going to HP regen. And then at 40%, they go into this regen stance. Now the threshold attack, and it's 3 distinct phases to the fight, which makes it doesn't feel like a monotonous slog in the same way as like most fights in this game. For the most part, the boss does the same thing at every point in the fight. Their stats will go up later in the fight, but they're doing the same thing functionally. There have been like some fights like even in Hellmonth, the Sephiroth Imps and the Kirin Bears, like because of how their orbs worked, it kind of had a similar phasing feeling because the orbs were damage races and you had to force damage during these times, and during these times it didn't matter if you forced damage. This is a similar kind of feeling of like each fight, like the different except the different phases of the fight ask for different things. The first part, it says debuffs and you don't want the boss taking turns. The second phase, it doesn't really matter. You can kind of do it. It's a breather phase basically. And the third fight, you want to be dealing maximum damage, and you actually are okay with them taking turns if you have an off-turn damage team because they don't heal during that. So I really appreciate like the creativity and outside-the-box thinking they did here compared to a lot of the other fights, and wouldn't mind seeing more of it. Because like I feel like Boss Rush tried to capture something similar, or Six Man, with that oh, the fight is asking different things of you at different times, and you have to bring different tools to deal with the different pieces of it. But they feel clunky because it's like more than what we normally deal with. Like Boss Rush, you have to do 3 teams. 6 men, you have to do 6 men, or women, I guess. But here it's one fight, one standard team setup that you have to bring, but you have to you have to use your 3 team members, 1 summon slot, and 3 call slots to account for all these things the fight's asking for at different times, which I thought is really an engaging way to design a fight. So I like that a lot. I died a lot and hated the resets at the beginning of it, and if it wasn't for the resets, I'd probably be more glowing in my review of the fight.
Yeah, the resets I think are probably the worst part of the fight overall. Like sometimes your run just ends at the very start, which is merciful, to be fair. As far as times to end the fight, but
it's allowed. It just sucks.
Yeah, it's a little poopy. I think what you mentioned about boss rush and everything, I think a lot of the times the game, like you have so many tools at your disposal at any given time that the game rarely ever asks of you to take full advantage of. So when a fight like this comes along that does ask, it's a breath of fresh air. I know they're kind of a dime a dozen a lot of the time in this game, but yeah, I love when they do stuff like this.
I've made a mistake.
You okay? You okay, buddy?
No. I also appreciate that Terra is actually a pretty good pick for this fight because as a time traveler, I look at every fight and kind of I say to myself, like, oh, is this a fight that we as players benefit from this other character showing up, sooner? Oh, that's very nice. Ghost tie time. That's a very nice thing to say. I agree, frankly.
Oh my gosh.
What about me?
For those of you listening at home, our new friend Ghost Tie Time says Mouse is handsome.
I'm right here. I'm literally right here.
What about Ra? Yeah, what about Ra?
You don't need to feel obligated to answer that question, Ghost Tie Time. Welcome to the chat room, I guess. I don't know how long you've been watching, but first time chatter.
I forgot what I did. I forgot how I did it. But we're gonna dive in. But yeah, Ghost Eye time. It's ghosty. It's ghosty time.
Oh, ghosty. What? Yeah. Ghost Eye time. Ghosty time. Of course. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. That is wow.
Wow.
Reading is hard. Ghost Eye time. I'm wow.
I'm freezing.
Rob, what is happening?
I don't know. I'm fucking up. I'm trying to think about.
It's scary.
I'm trying to think so many things. Everybody, be quiet. Hold on. I think I used the wrong FR. I think I was supposed to use. Hold on, just everybody be quiet. Everybody we're okay. Okay, we're okay. It's not the way I did it, but it is there's a way. Just hold on. Just everybody calm down.
A little bit. It is the way you did it. A little bit.
It is. Yeah, I think.
A little bit. It is.
Okay, so to let everybody know, at 59%, they stop warping. So I have to get him to 60% in the next 2 turns. The next 2 boss turns. But I think I know how to do it. I think I remember how I did it.
Don't doubt Raw Life.
No, I don't burst here. I burst the last 40%. Why 2 people in the air again? Won't be able to meet the party babe game requirement.
He's talking at his rate. Don't listen to that miscreant.
I'm not gonna read chat anymore. You guys are just trying to fuck me up and confuse me, and I'm not here for it. A and C can move. That's fine. They're not gonna do anything. Then I get Charlotta's turn again, and then I can. I'm in huge trouble. I'm in dire trouble. I could refresh some of them, but it's not gonna matter. I have to refresh all of them. I've fucked myself. So, 30% of his HP.
Kane BT's not up.
Yeah, Kane BT's not up. We're gonna come back from this. Here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna just waste this force time. I should have done. We're gonna do 3 force times. That's it. That's what. Oh, I can't.
You don't want to write. You don't want to do that specifically.
I can't do it. Okay, we're gonna summon. Boom.
What?
Didn't expect that. Did you? Just watch. Just everybody. Oh fuck! The fucking slowdown every single time I do this.
Oh god.
This is unreal.
This is hard to watch.
It actually is because of the lag.
Mm-hmm.
Oh no, it's physically hard to watch, but actually it works with the.
Oh, it's also emotionally hard to watch.
Yeah, my heart is hurting right now.
All right, okay, I'm doing the best I can. I'm actually literally doing the best I can. People say that a lot. This is what it means to do the best that you can. This is the best that I can do. I'm not convinced that we're dead. I'm not convinced that I've fucked the pooch here. I think I'm sorry, but I'm just not. I think that I'm okay. Just everybody relax. Just everybody.
You're fine.
I'm. The good thing about the slow animations is that it's giving me time to collect myself. I'm slowly getting back into. I'm working up a strategy. That's what the best players do. They strategize between. Okay. All right. I'm only gonna have one left, but I don't need.
You're at 3.
Oh fuck.
Well.
Okay, that was another misplay. That's fine. Everything is fine. That's still. I still have a plan. Let me do me.
I'm gonna throw up.
This is reassuring.
No. We only have to get him to 60, guys.
You're right.
Fuck, we cannot get him to 60.
You're right.
I could. Hold on.
Yo?
Hold on. Okay. All right, I'm starting to. I've got an idea here. Do that. Waste a turn of force time. I know. Waste a turn of force time, that's fine. That's still.
No.
It still does damage.
God.
That does
Oh
big
my
damage.
god.
That does big damage.
It does. You're right. No, you're right.
And then I can use hold on. Okay, no, we're fine. We're actually totally fine. You know what we're doing? We're extending. We're staying alive. Okay.
Yeah. That's what's happening here.
We're staying alive. Just everybody, calm down. Look at that
This
big
is
damage.
taking notes.
Yeah, get the pen and paper out. You're gonna want to copy this turn for turn.
All you shitty players who copy runs, you're in luck.
Pay attention.
Because today, this is a run you're going to want to copy. Oh, Lord. I've got to do a lot of damage. I've got to do a whole lot of damage. Should I burst? I could burst fate. I could BT. What's a burst finisher do? 1 million? I've got to get a burst up. I've got to get a burst up. I got to get a burst up at some point.
Might as well press it now. This is probably the best time to.
Why not?
Right?
Live a little, right?
I mean, I've also got to press. I've also got to press her LD twice before the big blow up, because the blow up I have to chuck staff every turn of her force time burst.
You'll
So
have plenty of time to worry about that when you get there.
I have to have 6.
We'll burn that bridge when we get to it.
All right. I'm not very concerned. I'm slightly concerned.
Ra's a very glass half full individual.
What was that? Oh, I forgot about the threshold too. Jesus. Fuck,
Shit.
Man.
You should reapply that Ferris.
She's not here. We lost.
You gotta really? Oh
Yeah,
shit.
And Kane has Ferris.
Oh, it's fine then.
He's still gonna jump for 1 turn.
That's okay. You'll be fine.
Better than dying.
It's big damage.
You'll get a turn of warp. You'll live.
You've gone through worse.
On this very show, in fact.
I want
Last show, in fact.
I want you guys to remember the way that these people treated me. When I pull this out of my ass with an insane final burst, and you guys are like, "Oh my god, I can't!" Keep that same energy. Everybody in chat. Oh, I almost pressed a button. Jesus.
Uh oh.
We're good now. That's 7.
You gotta believe.
1, 2, 3. How much is 2 plus? Wait.
You're good. They are gonna warp, and you'll have one turn left of that debuff.
That's the best button he could have pressed on his turn 2. All right. So. We lost.
You're fine. Keep it moving.
No, we lost. Because here's the thing.
What?
He's only got, after this turn here,
Thanks for coming by, XCal.
I
Adios,
thought you were
XCal.
saying things come by everybody because I was about to end the show too.
I mean, that too.
Piss in my eye. I do not care for this at all.
You can delay these guys, right?
I'm cooking something up. At 59, he stops warping, right?
Yes. That's all you need to get to.
I need Kane burst effect up and him in the air immediately. What buttons can I press?
Oh, sine wave is here.
What if you...
EX or BT, one of them.
I need his burst effect up, but I need him in the air badly. I need him badly.
You don't want to save the burst effect for the final 40%?
Yeah, but it lasts like 10 turns, and he's never going to get 10 turns.
Oh, that's fair. Okay. I mean, you could just not put him in the air yet.
Fuck, this sucks.
You got this.
You ever in life something happens to you that's real bad, and you're like, man, that sucks real bad, but also it's my fault. Does that ever happen to you? Like, you ever like run your car into something? Like you hit like the guy in front of you, like, oh god, this is the worst. But he was stopped. I did this to myself. I think we just have to spam back into force time so he doesn't get his. Wait, what did their force time do? Nothing?
Yeah, probably nothing. Who cares?
Yeah, whatever. Force time doesn't matter anyway.
All right, here's what we're doing. We're just gonna white knuckle it. Let's go. We're just riding. We're just riding it out. Boom.
Whoa.
Boom. Fearless. Oh fuck! I have to press her LD twice.
Yeah, you should probably do that before you spam all of her free skills.
Fuck. And her her BT phase. Oh no.
You're fine.
Now our BT's gonna.
Don't even worry about it.
Okay, you're right. We're just white knuckling it. We win or we lose.
That's
a lot of damage. It's a lot of damage. Fuck. At least get her in the air, right? Yeah, get her in the air. Get out of here.
Oh my lord.
I've made a massive mistake.
The break delay?
Yeah, but they're gonna die. The sides are gonna die.
They are.
The ads are gonna die.
Well, you kill him back to 50% before you bring him down. You'll be fine. I believe in you.
You lost a buff on Kane.
I lost. This is jump buff. I never do that one. Fuck it. 62%. Hold on now.
Yo, high turn rate.
I need these ads. I need these ads to survive 2 Freya dumps. They're not going to.
No, they are not.
Come on, live! Oh, you weak bastards! Fuck! All right.
Oh, no.
I didn't want to do this.
Holy shit!
I didn't want to do this, but I'm doing it.
I don't do it.
I'm doing it. Show's
over.
Oh
no!
Show's over.
I can't watch.
I'm doing it. Oh fuck! Kane's not in the air. I can't do it. Damn it! I was just gonna go for it and just.
I mean, it would have been interesting.
Yeah, we have no other options. Check this out, boys. Check this out, boys. Oh, I can't go into burst phase because her FR is not instant. So we're just essentially dead.
Yes.
You don't have FR active. Oh my lord.
I've done it again. I've done it again. But unless.
Wait a minute.
Unless we just stay alive.
Unless. Oh my god.
Oh dear.
My stomach hurts.
What if we hear me out? What if we do this? What if we do just wait? Just hear me out. What if we stay alive? What if we stay alive for one more turn?
What?
And then we stay alive for another turn. Hold on. What if we just extend?
I hate this so
fuck.
much. I hate this so much.
Okay.
This is...
Okay, now hear me out. All we have to do...
You're like one turn away from enemy FR.
LD the other end.
All we have to do is this.
It'll be great.
Unless...
Fuck it, I'm sending it.
God.
Yo?
Sending it. I just did a lot of math in my head, and we're gonna live.
Beep, boop, boop, bop.
Watch this. 70 to 50. Fuck!
Uh-oh.
Oh no.
Uh-oh.
The math did not add up.
Well, thank you guys.
This game sucks.
2 times in a row. God, I hate this fight. I was lying. I was putting on a brave face. This fight sucks.
Unless in the chat.
Unless, what if we duo it? Because all you need is Charlotta's big burst face. Okay, hear me out. We're gonna do. No, I'm just kidding.
Oh no.
We're fucking dead. Somebody pay the people. The fucking haters.
I have paid the people.
The haters win again.
God damn it.
Damn it to hell. Damn it. That's what you get for doing it live. What do we got? Bart, I'm pissed. What do we have for what's coming till next week?
All we have is the Cloud of Darkness FR and a lot of misery, I think. Just because that's gonna be not a whole lot to talk about next week, and we're gonna have to just I don't know, watch you play through this fight again probably or something to keep us entertained.
There we go. Third time's the charm. Next week, birthday. Next week, oh, Tree Void. Oh, Tree Void.
Thank you.
You sweet fellow. 5 gifted subs from Tree Void. Good Lord. Thank you.
Go check out the Echoes from the... Is it Echoes from the Rift or Echoes from the Void? Echoes from the Rift, isn't it?
Fake fan.
Rift, Void, it's all this... Anyway. Every other Wednesday night, but not this week. It's next week on the YouTube.
We have a event tomorrow, Cloud of Darkness, like you said, and then the stream is on our birthday too. So next week we're not going to have to run this fight again because we'll run the Cloud of Darkness stream. We'll have birthday. We're having a huge birthday celebration. Tell your friends. You guys invite your moms. Like send in your family group chats. Hey, you guys got to watch this stream. It's going to be a birthday and it's a birthday cake stream. I'm going to eat birthday cake on the stream. It's been 1 year. Thank you guys for riding with us. You guys have rode with us through garbage time, through shit. What was happening when we started? Like, just utter garbage time, right? Or no, was that a year?
No, it couldn't have been garbage time a year ago. That would have been...
Garbage time was a long time.
I mean, no, we were into Lufania, but we weren't that far into Lufania because XFDT hadn't even shown up. I remember that happened a ways into our time together.
Zidane BT happened while we were on live stream, right? That was the Zidane cosplay.
Yeah,
right?
so we know it's been a hot second.
But yeah, 1 year culminates next week with a
Maybe
huge...
we can cover some of the Lifestream's greatest hits during our birthday bash.
Yeah, maybe Blart will cosplay Cloud of Darkness. You never know. You never know.
Whoa.
You gotta be here.
You never know.
You gotta be here. Mouse, how was your first official stream? How do you feel?
Thank you. I had a lot of fun. It seems like everyone else had a lot of fun. So I appreciate everyone's warm welcome. It's hard watching Raw Life. It's hard being in VC with Raw Life and watching them.
It's a much different
like
experience when you're like riding shotgun on it because you feel a sense of investment.
Listen, it's so fun though. What if I just got in there and just ran through it, did the perfect little cheese strat, set them up, knocked them down, we're done. That is no fun. You gotta live a little, guys. Come on. I
Come on.
I love it.
I'd say living a little is what usually happens in these runs.
Yeah.
Okay.
There it is.
I was going to throw it to Bl'Art, but I don't care what he has to say. So I will go. Thank you guys for joining us. We'll be back next week. Cloud of Darkness, Squex stream, all that. Bl'Art, tell the people goodbye, and we'll see you next week.
Adios. Reno skill 1 sucks. The rest of his kit is okay, I guess.
All right, guys. Thanks for hanging out. We'll be back next week.
Adios.